Hi, this is Braith, Evil Spirit Warnock, and I will be an instructor for Learning Pivotal Cloud Foundry for web developers. This is Volume 1, and this is for beginners. So I'm an enterprise cloud architect at Ernst & Young in the financial space. I'm part of the financial services organization within EY, part of the digital team. And by practice, I'm a software architect, solutions architect, all sorts of architect. I do pretty much everything, data architecture, platform architecture, you name it. But particularly I specialize in cloud platforms like Pivotal Cloud Foundry, Kubernetes, OpenShift, and the like. I hold a Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science from California State University, Dominguez Hills, and I received that not too many years ago. I have worked with many large PCF installations at companies like Comcast, Dish Network, Ford, HSBC, and Charles Schwab. And I've developed over 100 Spring Boot applications for PCF, and the whole point of this course really is to take all the knowledge that I've gained over the past several years and to pass it off to you guys. Stuff that is very helpful, that will help you in your careers, and will be very fundamental to you as a Java developer and as an architect. In this course, there's 3 sections. The first section is Cloud Foundry, the rudiments and core concepts. So we're not going to be doing any coding in Section 1, but in Section 2 we'll be developing and deploying a web service to PCF, and in Section 3 we'll be developing and deploying an event-driven microservice architecture to PCF. There's some preliminary concepts that are nice to have for this course, although it is mostly self-contained. I would suggest reading up on as much as you can on object-oriented programming, Java, computer networking concepts. Particularly you want to know what the HTTP protocol and what a RESTful web service is. You'll want to look up to see what is object relational mapping and the tools that are out there for this, like Hibernate. You'll want to know a little bit about some databases, some relational databases like MySQL, and maybe some non-relational databases like MongoDB will come in handy. You'll want to know about message queues, things like RabbitMQ and Kafka. You'll want to know about the Spring framework, definitely, and what is inversion of control and aspect-oriented programming. Again, this is all sort of preliminary concepts. Some of these are pretty heavyweight concepts that deserve courses for themselves. But that's okay because we'll cover a lot of stuff as we go along. Mastering Pivotal Cloud Foundry for web developers. Again, my name's Braith Warnock, and I'm an enterprise cloud architect in the financial space with EY, or Ernst & Young. I specialize in cloud technologies and specifically cloud platform technologies like Pivotal Cloud Foundry and Kubernetes and OpenShift. I hold a Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science from Cal State Dominguez Hills. Also, I've worked with many large-scale PCF installations at places like Comcast, Ford, Dish Network, HSBC, and Charles Schwab. I have been working with Java and Spring for several years. Over the years, I've developed over 100 PCF native Spring Boot applications for many projects spanning quite a few companies. In Section 1, we'll be going over PCF core concepts at an advanced level. We'll cover things such as security considerations in PCF, security groups, container, networking and security. We'll go over some resource limitations. We'll go over autoscaling applications with the app autoscaler service, root services, volume services, user-provided services, Cloud Foundry SDK, to name a few, as well as disaster recovery strategies. And for Section 2, we'll be going in-depth into PCF architecture. We'll be going into the guarded container, the cloud controller and the Cloud Foundry API, the CFGO router, the Diego brain, high-level load balancing using F5, internal PCF authentication with the UAA server, the Diego brain, and allocation of resources. In Section 3, we'll be deploying a supporting microservices architecture to PCF. This includes things like the discovery service in PCF, the config server, and the circuit breaker dashboard, and the discovery server, or Eureka. So for Section 4, we'll bring it all together. We'll view our running microservice architecture in PCF, and we'll view the dashboards for the circuit breaker dashboard, and we'll learn how to interpret that. There are some preliminary concepts that will be very helpful, particularly with regards to virtualization, containerization, and cloud technologies in general. It'll help to understand some Java, some object-oriented programming with Java, some computer networking concepts, object relational mapping. It'll be good to know a little bit about RabbitMQ and other, event-driven architectures and message queues. You'll want to know a little bit about the Spring framework and particularly the inversion of control and aspect-oriented programming aspects of the Spring framework. However, this course is mostly self-contained. And again, finally, at the ending of this course, you should have a very good working knowledge of Cloud Foundry. You should be able to go into a company and be able to be very productive as a developer and as an architect in a PCF environment. That's the goal of this course, is for me to transfer all of the things that have made me a successful Java developer in the PCF world and to transfer that over, and so you guys can benefit from the knowledge as much as I have. So we'll be going over all of the critical important concepts that you need to be successful as a Java developer in a PCF environment. And thank you, I hope you enjoy the course.